Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video. After the 1.5 years of training, Goku and the others prepared for Frieza to arrive. When they arrived, they would first battle the Ginyu Force and Frieza's main henchmen just like before, defeating them pretty easily. Now once when Frieza would get out of his floating chair, he would be furious. As Frieza would not take chances this time, he would go into his final form, as he would not be holding back. As the first person to actually step up would be Vegeta, who Vegeta actually thinks that he is a Super Saiyan. Having trained so hard, this Vegeta is now a lot more powerful than his original self, would actually be able to hold his own a little better against Frieza. But unfortunately, when Frieza starts powering up more, he was kind of useless against Frieza, and he was easily overpowered. Vegeta, who before was fatally wounded, this was when Goku would then jump in, saving his life, hitting Frieza away, challenging him to a match. As the two would clash, trading blows back and forth, Goku having stronger Ki Blast does help him during his battle, but it was a losing end, because he was losing quickly because Goku was running out of options because of the fact that Frieza is much more powerful. Now using 50% of his power, Goku was running out of options. He has another idea. Take all the energy from his friends and run the planet to hit a full power Kamehameha wave. While Frieza beats him down, they would slowly start giving him their energy to Goku, which would boost his power much higher, as he charges a full power Kamehameha wave, appearing behind Frieza and hitting him full force, blowing everyone back by the massive blast. Goku would then land near his friends. His energy was completely depleted, as they would then help him up, as Frieza actually survived. Very similar to how he survived the Spirit Bomb, Frieza would then start taking no mercy. He would then shoot a Death Beam, hitting Piccolo, as he would then fall over. This is when Frieza would still do the same move, where he would grab Krillin, launching him into the air and making him explode, killing him. The original Goku would lose his mind. He would then snap out of anger, releasing the Super Saiyan of Legend. Now for multipliers, it's a much higher, since Vegeta with his new evolved form got 20 times stronger on top of his blue form. I'm going to do something similar. So this means 50 times 20. So this Super Saiyan form is a 1000 times boost, making Goku have a much bigger boost in Super Saiyan 2, and even being 2.5 times stronger in a Super Saiyan 3 boost. So for instance, his power level will go from 6 million to 6 billion. As Frieza in anger would power up to 100%, his attacks didn't even phase Goku in the slightest. Goku would then give Frieza the Gohan treatment, as he would then punch right into Frieza's stomach and then make him explode. With Frieza now gone, Piccolo would actually survive the attack, keeping the Dragon Balls present. They were able to wish Krillin back to life. With peace finally restored, 1 year later, Trunks would then arrive from the original timeline. Goku about the androids and him having the heart virus. He would then give him the heart medicine, and for the next 3 years, the Z Fighters would continue to train harder than ever, grow stronger to fight these androids. 3 years later, after Goku was training with Gohan and Piccolo, this is when they would arrive to see Dr. Gero and Android 19. These androids are actually stronger than the original, not by a massive margin. Goku in Super Saiyan, having learned to control it, was easily able to overpower Android 19, actually defeating it. But before he could go attack Dr. Gero, his heart virus took over and he was out for commission. Now Piccolo would actually jump in and he would actually be able to battle Dr. Gero. And once Vegeta arrives, Gero was able to escape just in time. He was able to activate Android 17 and 18, and this is when the androids would then turn on him, killing him. This is when they would also activate Android 16, and this is where some differences are going to occur. With them actually being stronger, would Vegeta and Piccolo be stronger as well? Yes, they are, but since the androids were still given the same treatment, Vegeta and the others would still have their arm broken and be sent away. Goku was their really only chance, as he was strong enough, but the heart virus took over. Now that the androids had their fun, they would then go travel around looking for clothes and go cause more damage, looking for Goku as their main mission. Cell would still arrive like before in the timeline, hunting down humans till he finds the two androids. With Goku at Roshi's home recovering, Piccolo would then go to Kami and fuses with him, becoming one. As Vegeta and Trunks would go into the time room like before, Piccolo being stronger than his original self, because remember, Goku was stronger training partner, his battle with Android 17 would be very similar, both being nearly equal in power. Piccolo was actually able to hold his own until Cell then appeared. With Piccolo being weak and tired, he would be defeated by Cell, who after a short fight with Android 16, he would then trick Android 17 to use a solar flare, blinding him and absorbing him, growing into second form Cell. Vegeta would then arrive, and he would then go into Ascended Super Saiyan, and his fight with Cell will be a little more equal, but Vegeta would still have the power difference and overpower second form Cell, making him desperate. This would then Cell, with arrogance, he would allow Cell to absorb Android 18, becoming Perfect Cell. Cell was then toying around with Vegeta the entire time, as he has no chance against this version. With Vegeta now being defeated, this was Trunks' chance to then go prove himself by knocking out Cell, but it was futile, as even though he went into his Ultra Ascended form, it didn't matter as he was too slow. And with lacking the speed, but he had the power, Cell was far too fast, beating Trunks, but it did pique his interest. So he would then host the Cell Games. The Z Fighters would then all train in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, having a few days. Goku and Gohan would then go in. Goku would search for a power beyond that of his Super Saiyan form. He was very close to it, but during training, he would see Gohan turn Super Saiyan 2 for a moment, seeing that his son has incredible power within him. This was when the Cell Games would then begin, but of course during that time Goku was enjoying it, as he does not think that he actually needs training anymore, as he thinks that him and Gohan can handle Cell if they ever need to. Cell would still create the arena, as then Hercule would then go up and defeat Cell easily, but we know that Hercule needed to look good on camera, so afterwards Cell would then knock him out with a single attack. With Hercule sparing Cell and letting everyone else do the battle, this is when Goku would then jump up first. Now Goku going into Super Saiyan, he would actually start to overpower Cell. While true this version of Cell absorbed a bit of a stronger android, it doesn't matter in the end, because Goku gets a 1000 times boost from his Super Saiyan form alone. Cell would have no chance against this version of Cell, as then Cell would then try punching Goku with everything that he had, even using his full power. Goku would easily be able to block these attacks, as he knows that he cannot spare Cell at all. Now, could have Goku defeated Cell beforehand for the Hyperbolic Time Chamber? Yes, but it would have been a lot more of a closer battle. Goku just wanted to be 100% sure to make sure that there's no issues, and he also wanted to train his son Gohan. This is when he would deliver a massive gut punch to Cell, which would then make him spit out Android 18. Now Goku would not make him suffer like how Gohan did. He knows to end him. He would then charge a full power Kamehameha. He would then hit Cell full force, killing the bio android, winning the fight very easily, which would shock everybody for how strong he actually was, but it's no surprise to us that this version of Cell had no chance against Goku's power. With peace brought to Earth, Goku never dies, so he never learned Super Saiyan 3. Also, this means that Goku would never learn about the fusion dance technique. This also means that there will be no Gotenks after 7 years of peace. Now the World Tournament would happen just like before. Now just to cut in that during these 7 years of peace, Goku still being around, he would be training Goten and Gohan normally. More Goten than Gohan. This would actually make Goten stronger than he was before, possibly making him actually stronger than Trunks, since Vegeta only recently trained with Trunks every now and again. Goku will be doing it since he's very young, and Gohan would not be as rusty as he originally was because of the fact that Gohan still kept some training up, but he's not super rusty. So Gohan, again, with a little bit of training here and there, he's not able to lose his edge. This is when Gohan would still meet Videl, and Goten would still be going to go battle Trunks, where he would actually win. This is when, of course, Videl would still lose. And this is when Gohan would then showcase Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. As with Gohan's potential, I think he can definitely unlock it. Goku does have it, but you'll see why he doesn't need it. And Vegeta does have Super Saiyan 2 as well. This is when Gohan would have his energy stolen, just like the original. This is when Goku, Vegeta, Supreme Kai, and Gohan, the others would then fly off to go meet this Babidi and help them stop him. As if Majin Buu is revived, it's the end of the entire universe. A lot of the events would happen the exact same with Pui Pui and Yakon, with Vegeta easily defeating Pui Pui and Goku defeating Yakon, not much of an issue. Now once when Babidi was actually getting nervous, he would then send out Deborah, and he would then also change the area and take over Vegeta's mind. Now Vegeta would allow it to be taken over just like the original, as Vegeta still wants to defeat Kakarot, as true, he's had 7 years to fight him, but he was never able to defeat him in a match. So once when Goku and Vegeta would then fly off to go have their legendary battle, both of them would begin trading blows back and forth. Goku in Super Saiyan was holding back. Even though Vegeta has gotten a little bit stronger, it was not enough to be able to defeat this version of Goku. But it was just enough, the fact that Gohan had just enough power fighting Dabura, he would be able to defeat him on his own, until when Majin Buu was still born. Now once when Majin Buu was born, he would then easily overpower Gohan, just like the original, and supposedly kill him. This is when Gohan was then taken by the Supreme Kais. This is when Goku would stop fighting Vegeta, sensing that Buu was there, as he would still be tricked by Vegeta. As Goku would have his back turned to him, dropping his guard in base form, he would then search for a Senzu Bean, as Vegeta would then knock him out. As Vegeta knows what he needs to do, Vegeta would then fly off to go battle Majin Buu, to defeat this monster. Vegeta would then fly off, landing in front of Majin Buu. He would then declare that he's going to kill him. Now this version of Majin Vegeta actually is a little bit stronger than he was before, because Vegeta has more of a training partner to go against, but not by a massive margin. Battling Majin Buu, Vegeta would quickly realizing that while Buu's just messing around, every attack that he throws at Buu, nothing is happening, as Majin Buu is far too powerful. Majin Buu being too strong, Vegeta is quickly running out of options, as everything that he's trying is not working. Vegeta now knows what he needs to do, as he was able to stop Buu and stun him for a moment. He would then say goodbye to Trunks, and have his great speech as Piccolo would then escape with Goten and Trunks, who were knocked out by Vegeta. Since that they were knocked out, Vegeta would then make his famous speech and sacrifice himself, blowing himself up to kill Majin Buu. With Majin Buu being supposedly defeated, Vegeta sadly would die in the process. Goku would then awaken, feeling what's happening. He would then go to fight Majin Buu, as remember before, to go get the Dragon Balls to wish everybody back, just like before. That would happen the exact same. He would then give Trunks time to go get the Dragon Radar, but he knows that he can defeat Majin Buu on his own. He can just feel it, as once when Goku goes to meet Babidi and Buu near the city, he would then transform into a Super Saiyan, and they were all surprised with how powerful he was. As Goku would easily overpower Majin Buu, but he doesn't sense any actual evil coming from the Majin. It just seems like he's like a bad child, doesn't know any better. He would then make Buu actually turn on Babidi and actually kill him, making Buu go peaceful mode for a little while, as Buu would then go off on his own, traveling around the planet. This is when Mr. Satan would then befriend Buu, him and Hercule would then become best friends. This is when the robber would still assassinate Buu, but he accidentally shot Mr. Satan and B the dog. This would make Buu snap, as Buu would still birth out Evil Buu. And with Evil Buu there, he would still overpower Majin Buu. Now this is where the one difference is going to occur. Goku can sense it, and he's not there for 24 hours just like before. So Goku would actually be able to show up right when Super Buu was born. And Super Buu remembers Goku very vividly. He wants to have a rematch. This is when Goku would then burst into Super Saiyan, and he would then battle Super Buu. Goku would actually hold his own very well against Super Buu, but in terms of power scaling, he is a little bit weaker than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks currently. As Goku would start to get overpowered by Buu, Goku would then power up into a Super Saiyan 2, thus turning the tide. What do you mean by this? Well, Super Saiyan 2 is twice the strength of Super Saiyan. So this makes Goku have a 2000 times boost, which would actually make him a little bit more powerful than he was before. So now Goku being an evolved Super Saiyan 2, he was much more stronger. Goku now being much more powerful, he would start to overpower Buu slowly in their fight, and he knows that he can sense that Buu is inside. He doesn't know if he can get him in time. Because Goku was running out of energy quickly, Buu was perfectly fine. Now during this time, there's no Gotenks, so he would never battle, but I feel in the other world, this is when Vegeta would actually be met up by with Gohan, and the others, where Gohan would still finish his training under the Elder Kai. This is when he would then break the sword just like before, meeting Elder Kai for the first time. This is when he would start to have his potential unlocked. Now back on Earth, Goku was actually defeated, and Buu would then travel around Earth looking for a stronger opponent to fight. This is when Goku would then make something up, as he would then promise Buu, telling him that there's someone who's way more powerful than even he is. Someone that can give him a real fight. Buu would then take the bait, and this is when Goku then sort of try to be like the Piccolo in this scenario, trying to help him. And this is when they would continue on waiting, as Goku would then go inside the Heartball Time Chamber to actually train for a year. So Buu was actually becoming very impatient, just like we know. They were only able to stay in there for a few months, as Buu was getting very irritated. Piccolo was doing all that he can to actually stall Buu. Once when Piccolo goes inside, this is when him and Goku would actually battle Buu, as Piccolo would then blow up the door, locking everyone inside. With Buu being so furious, he would then scream so hard that he would actually open a rift and be able to escape and turn everybody else into chocolate and eat them. This is when Goku and Piccolo teaming up would actually be able to cause the rift as well, since Goku was comparable to Super Buu, especially having a few months of training on top of this. With Goku now being able to escape, he would then battle Super Buu even more, overpowering the Majin, until the Majin would then absorb Piccolo and the others, Goten and Trunks, thus increasing his power level a little bit higher. He would start to overpower Goku. Until Gohan would then arrive in his new Mystic form. This is when I believe some changes are going to occur. Well, what about Vegeta? Well, in the original, Elder Kai gave Goku his life so he can go back on Earth. I feel like he would do the same for Vegeta, and he would also give him the earrings in case the plan really backfires. So Vegeta actually has the earrings on, as Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta would all team up battling Buu. This will start to overpower Buu, as all three of them attacking him at the same time. Buu is starting to run out of options. This is when Buu would then make his daring plan, and he would absorb the strongest person there, Gohan. While true, Goku is actually very close and very comparable to Gohan, he's already tired from fighting Buu to begin with. So Buu takes the fresh one in Gohan. Gohan having dropped his guard, he would be absorbed, thus creating Buuhan just like the original. But of course there's no Gotenks, but it doesn't matter because this version of Buuhan is comparable to his original self, because Gohan is actually stronger than he originally was. Goku and Vegeta had now had little to no options. They would then do the Potara fusion. Thus fusing into Vegito, he would then go into the evolved Super Saiyan form, thus getting a massive boost. Now since Vegeta doesn't actually have this, I still think that it would be a little bit of a boost, maybe half of it. So instead of a 20 times boost with Super Saiyan form, it's maybe a 10 times because Vegeta's not in there. But that's up for debate in the comments down below, but I still think he would have an evolved version of a Super Saiyan form. He would easily overpower Super Buu, but Vegito's whole plan was to be absorbed on purpose. So the entire fight, he would be messing around with Buu, getting him irritated, really bothering him, as this is when Super Buu would then absorb Vegito. But he used his ki barrier to deflect off the magic, but the magic would then wear off the earrings, but they were not absorbed. They would then travel through Buu's body, just like the original, and they would find all their friends tied up in these cocoons. This is when Goku and Vegeta would then rip the cocoons off, just like before, and Super Buu began fighting them, but Goku can actually fight them off pretty well this time. Vegeta would then tear off Majin Buu. Super Buu began screaming in agony, as he begged them not to, but it was too late, as he would then turn into Kid Buu. All of them successfully escaping Buu's body, Buu would begin to transform. After transforming, Buu would then become Kid Buu, the pure version of Majin Buu, the original. Buu would then scream very loudly as his power radiated throughout the entire planet. Goku and Vegeta kinda did a sigh of relief, as he's not as strong as he originally was, but he's still very powerful. This is when Kid Buu would then look at Goku, and he would then charge right in at Goku head first, as he blames that it's all Goku's fault since he's the one that he's fought the most. This is when Goku would begin battling Kid Buu, as in Super Saiyan 2 he can definitely fight Kid Buu without much of a problem, start to overpower him, but with Buu being so unorthodox, the fact that Kid Buu can fight so sporadically and he has incredible stamina, Goku knows he needs to kind of defeat this quickly. Goku did a bad habit to where he drags the fight on, but luckily Super Saiyan 2 is not a big train like how Super Saiyan 3 was. During this time of fighting though, Hercule would actually still go in and try to fight Buu to help Goku out. This is when Kid Buu would actually spit out Majin Buu just like before. Now, if you guys remember, this is what originally happened when he tore him off. Buu disappeared, but he was still in his body. Kid Buu actually spit him out just like before, so yes, everyone was okay. Now, when we do throw in the factor of the fact that Goku's so much more powerful than Kid Buu anyway, when Majin Buu would not be able to jump in since they don't need to. Goku knows that he needs to end this quickly. He would then charge up a full power Kamehameha, and he would then hit Kid Buu full force, defeating him. Once when Kid Buu was defeated, they would then use the Dragon Balls to wish back anyone that was killed by Majin Buu, and peace was finally restored back to Earth. Now, during these 3 years to 4 year timeline, there was peace back on planet Earth, as Goku during this time was training like his per usual self. This is when Vegeta would then meet up with Goku, and they'll have their dream match. One match to prove it all. Vegeta has been training extra hard, and he learned of a new power. Once when they meet up in the Rocky Wasteland, this is when Vegeta would then showcase all of his training that he's been doing, and this is when Vegeta would then transform into a Super Saiyan 3. Once battling in Super Saiyan 3, Goku would be in Super Saiyan 2, but Vegeta was actually more powerful than him, or was he? Because Goku was holding back. Super Saiyan 3 was a great power that Goku didn't even know was possible. Vegeta never knew that Super Saiyan 3 had the terrible stamina issue what he learned from Goku, so Vegeta would strive to try and learn that power, as I believe that with Vegeta, he can accomplish anything. And this is the new power. Goku wonders if he can try and learn that, but he doesn't think he wants to, because while true it's a big power-up, fortunately the stamina drain is terrible. Vegeta would then showcase a new power that he has, as he would then use Full Gallic Cannon. And this is when Vegeta would then throw the attack, which Goku would be able to dodge. This was a ruse, as then Vegeta would then showcase his final Shine attack, which would hit Goku full force, as he wasn't prepared for it. It would damage Goku pretty well, weakening him. The two would begin trading blows back and forth, being almost equal in power now since Goku got severely wounded. Goku would persevere, as Goku, in a burst of energy, would then shout Kaioken. For just a split second, he would use it to give him a boost that he needed to hit Vegeta and knock him to the ground, as Super Saiyan 3 ran out of juice. As he was not able to transform into it anymore, Goku was declared the winner. But it was a very intense fight, and Goku was barely able to win, but Vegeta earned his respect, as Vegeta would state that you are the best, you're number one. And he explains that you're better than me, Kakarot, you are the best. Now, far off on a distant planet, a certain cat was sleeping. He was dreaming about a Saiyan god, a being who can give him the fight that he's always imagined. And this being was no better than Lord Beerus. He awoke just like before, as he was dreaming of a reminiscence of a Super Saiyan god, a being that can give him the fight that he's been dreaming of. But we will get to that on the next one. And that is it for this one. If you guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I apologize that the video is not as long as the usual 30 minutes, but I'm super busy right now, and I unfortunately did not have time to add the extra few minutes for the script. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Make sure to show me some support. The video will go back up to 30 minutes next time. Thank you all for so much for the support. Make sure to like the video, get it 300 likes. Let's hit 20,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you all later.